Because we get to talk to our guy. Some sports are happening today, so we got to talk to our guy, Pep. What's up, Pep?
Guys, the time is now. Like it's all coming together. We've been talking about this for months and months and months. It's finally happening. We've got a lot to get to today. We've got NFL camps opening. We've got real baseball games. The NBA bubble. It's exhibition games right now, but we got games down there. Like, guys, it's happening right now.
It is opening day. I'm excited, Pep. I can tell Pep's excited too.
It's opening night Major League Baseball, and how about this? If you're a Dodgers fan, you've got to be happy. You have locked up Mookie Betts for the next 13 years. Now, it costs almost $400 million, but you've got him for the next 13 years.
It's funny because the Red Sox and the Dodgers are worth about the same. You know, they both have a ton of money. They decided to let him go after knowing how good he is, and the Dodgers haven't even seen him play a game yet, and they're like, you know what, 13 years.
And what's crazy was, just a couple months ago, there was the conversation that we might not ever see Mookie Betts in a Dodgers uniform, because there was talk that Major League Baseball wouldn't have a season this year, that they brought Mookie Betts over for the last year in his current deal. And if there was no season this year, we would never see him in a Dodgers uniform. Now you got him for 13 years.
I think it's a smart move by the Dodgers.
I'll take your guys' word.
He's that good, 40. He's a freaking good baseball player. Real good.
You know a better way of cheating that the Dodgers don't need it? That what he's bringing in?
He's got actual talent. That's how he cheats. He just plays his ass off. He's very good.
An old school cheater.
He does that talent thing.
He did not play for the Astros, so he's not a full-blown cheater. He played for the Red Sox, which is just kind of a mild cheater. Not too much, just a little bit.
Okay.
Mild salsa.
But he's going to get $365 million.
Hey.
And that's only second now to the great Mike Trout, who's getting $430 million.
That's how good these players are. I mean, when they're special, they get this kind of money.
We just got to get Trout into the playoffs a little more.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, and 40, I know you're not the baseball guy, but you nailed it, because Mike Trout is in his prime right now. And then Angels need to utilize that. They need to get him to the postseason, try to win a World Series. And if they can get some pitching this year, the Angels could be really, really good.
I'm not kidding you. We've been saying that for like 19 years.
It's really fun to have the show pony, but you got to have the show around it.
Yes, I say the same thing too. Maybe this year.
I feel like that's the Angels and also the Chargers in football. It's like, man, they're going to be really good this year. And it just doesn't come together.
That one piece.
We talked about opening night for baseball is tonight, but what are they going to do, because they have a homeless team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, because the Blue Jays. So here's the deal: the Blue Jays play in Toronto, and they were having their summer camp, or whatever they call it, north of the border. But in terms of allowing Major League Baseball teams to go back and forth between the United States and Canada, the Canadian government said no. So now the Toronto Blue Jays are trying to find a place to play.
So Toronto said, sorry, boot it.
Right.
You can't play ball here. They tried to go to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Like, hey, we'll bring you in. Last minute, Pittsburgh's like, hey, you know what? We got the Pirates. Sorry, Blue Jays. Hit the road.
Pittsburgh shuts them down.
Yeah, I've heard maybe the Blue Jays would play in, basically on the road, all of their games against their opponents.
Could be a legitimate option.
The Nomad Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I love it.
Can you
Life
imagine
on
if
the
they're really
road.
good?
Yeah. They're cut out for life on the road, Pat.
Yeah, it might happen. So we'll see what happens with the Toronto Blue Jays. But it is MLB opening night. Dodgers-Giants tonight. We've also got Nationals against the Yankees tonight. And then tomorrow, the Angels will open up the season on the road in Oakland. These are real games. No fans in attendance. They'll have cardboard cutouts like at the Dodgers game, but no fans. But these are real regular season MLB games.
Now they matter.
Baseball's kicking off. No fans. A homeless team, but somehow sports is kicking off.
That's right. Opening day.
Man,
yes, it's here.
What a year. 2020, man. What a year. We've got NBA to get to, a little NFL as well. It's all brought to you by Matheson Gas, the gas professionals, strongest in the gas game. They also have, don't forget, your welding supplies. They also have your cooling supplies. Yes, it's getting hot out there across the Inland Empire, so if you need gas, you need to cool down in your warehouse or you work outside, let them help. That is Matheson Gas in Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, and Riverside, and online at mathesongas.com, the gas professionals. So the NBA, good news here, the NBA tested all their players. No positive tests inside the NBA bubble, so that's the first part of good news. Yeah. The second part of the good news is exhibition games began last night. Clippers beat the Orlando Magic 99-90, so they're off and running. And 40 tonight, Lakers and Dallas Mavericks in exhibition play.
It was real weird watching the game last night to see Kawhi hit a first half buzzer beater. So he's beating the buzzer at halftime, nails it, the three-pointer, and no ovation.
It's very strange.
Even the court, like the actual basketball court, it just all looks different, and I guess we'll have to get used to it. Like even the Major League Soccer games, if you watch it looks a little bit different. They've done some pretty creative things for MLS, but the NBA game, the setting just looked kind of strange, but I guess we'll just get used to it.
You're really used to the crowds on the side that I think really kind of make basketball unique. Not having that shows you just how much floor space is there. It's kind of weird.
I think the NBA deserves some credit for having a plan, executing that plan, and now theoretically they've got zero tests going on in there. So if
theoretically, they have zero tests.
But I mean, from now on, theoretically, if they can keep it clean, then it'll work. So it's possible. I just like that they said what they were going to do. They're doing it, and now you can.
It's not theoretic. They are doing it. It is actually happening.
Well, if someone from outside brings it in, then it won't work. But I mean, if they do, it could work.
Picture like a sanitary surgeon's, an operating room, right? Like it's completely sanitary in there. Don't contaminate it. Don't bring anything in from the outside. You come in clean. Everyone's in there clean. That's what the NBA bubble is essentially doing right now. And with no positive cases, if the bubble is secure, like we're going to be fine. We're going to get the whole NBA season in with no problems.
It's nice to see light at the end of the tunnel.
It is, and I'm just excited that we're going to have an NBA champion. It's going to be kind of weird that we're having NBA basketball. Here we are in July and August. We're going to have hoops.
Well, we keep watching our Lakers and Clipper watch, and Clippers lost another big name. Patrick Beverley has left the bubble for family reasons.
It happens.
Yeah, we're seeing like Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans, who's obviously kind of a big name. We've seen these guys who mysteriously kind of leave the bubble. And I'm sure the NBA has a procedure already in place that, when they reintroduce these guys back into the bubble with their teams, you got to isolate in your room for a week or whatever there's protocols so they can safely reintroduce them. But yeah, there's been a couple players who've had to leave the bubble for these, family, personal reasons.
The bubble.
Yeah, the Clippers have been shorthanded by the bubble, so we'll see. I mean, they need that depth if they're going to go up against the Lakers. Patrick Beverley is a LeBron shut-down guy,
yes.
So they definitely need him.
Yeah,
the bubble could be the future.
Yeah, 6 months ago, who would have thought we'd be talking about, hey guys, the NBA bubble, like the bubble, man. Like 6 months ago, that didn't even exist. That wasn't even a thing, and here we are. And finally, NFL training camps will be opening in the next couple of days. Rookies are reporting all over the place, including the Raiders in Las Vegas. Yes, the Las Vegas Raiders, which still sounds kind of weird. But, as we get to these NFL training camps, which will last probably a good part of a month or so, because they're reportedly not going to have any preseason games. It's going to be like just one long preseason training camp leading up to the season.
A player's dream.
That's the thing. The players, the coaches, they don't seem upset about no preseason. I think it's kind of where the NFL was going anyway.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Yeah, no one's really been a fan of those preseason games. I know there's guys, I hate to use the word bubble, but those guys on the bubble trying to make the team, like those preseason games are kind of a way for them to catch the coach's attention. But you can do that in practice. All right, so we can do that in practice.
A lot of people are kind of bringing up, like, why not just force one preseason game? And one of the points that was brought up is if you do that, you basically give half the league an advantage because half the league gets to test out their in-stadium protocol, the day of stuff, the day-to-day things, and then half the league doesn't. So it's like you either go 2 games and give everybody a fair shot, or you go no game.
Isn't that funny? In 2020, it's not the play that gives you an advantage. It's being able to practice your protocols.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you checking temperatures at the gate? Are you social distancing? Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah, the Niners, they already run through it. You know what I mean? Another team doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And we know there are 3 NFL teams out there, the Giants, the Jets, and the Eagles, that have said no home crowds this year.
That's right, no home crowds. crowd. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
Oh, it's on Inland Sports. We're talking high school football right now on Inland Sports, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button.
Thanks, Pep.